He is a handsome 24-year-old geologist whose case is shrouded in bizarre circumstances. Daniel was last seen on June 23rd, but his Jeep Renegade was discovered overturned in a desert ravine almost a month after he disappeared. His clothes and his keys and his wallet, all still inside the vehicle. But Daniel, nowhere to be found. What is even more baffling is that the Jeep may not have crashed where it was discovered on its side in that ravine. A private investigator says the airbags deployed 11 miles beforehand, and that somebody tried to restart that Jeep more than 40 times. Not only that, the PI says damage to the Jeep does not match the terrain where the Jeep rolled over. Joining us now, Daniel's mother, Melissa Edmonds, and Daniel's father, David Robinson. David, I'd like to begin with you, as I know that you have really struggled these last 3 months, even moving to Arizona for the last 3 months to try to piece together all of these details. I want to try to dig into what the police have said about all of these confounding events, the sequence of events that I just outlined that just make no sense, but that the private investigator seemed to discover. What did the police say about it?
Well, one of the things that I thought, my investigator, he gave all the evidence that he had to the Buckeye Police Department. And, you know, they kind of shut down on us at the time. So we didn't know anything that they have or anything they're thinking. They wouldn't share anything with us. We just know that they have the data, all the evidence that my investigator gave to them. And other than that, I don't know anything else about what's going on in their thinking.
It just doesn't seem to make any sense. Melissa, tell me a little bit about this journey, because I know at one point you got a very distressing piece of information that a human skull had been found not far from this site. It turned out not to be your son. You know, I don't know how that affects you when you're going through what you're going through.
Well, it's terrifying. I literally had to just compose myself enough to just say I have to be strong for Daniel. I mean, here in South Carolina, I have a lot of support. My husband has really helped me throughout this whole thing. And this is my husband, Stanley. He's helped me with this process.
Hey, how are you?
And it's been one of the hardest moments of my life.
Well, you know, I want to ask you, and Stanley, thanks for joining us on this. I appreciate it. And of course, you know, I'll speak for Melissa. Thanks for your support, because, you know, no one knows what you all are going through unless you walk in your shoes, and those are shoes that no one invites. David, tell me about this detail that your private investigator, I think his name is Jeff McGrath, he discovered that this all happened just 4 miles from Daniel's job site. Your son is a geologist. It was only 4 miles away that this car was found. I just can't understand how it would take a month to find a car that's just 4 miles away from where Daniel was working.
Right, I agree. You know, the Buckeye Police Department did their first initial search 3 days after my son was missing. From what they tell me, they did an extensive search over 12 hours. They scoured the area out here, some good distance, and that distance also covered those areas where the vehicle was eventually going to be found. The Buckeye Department also did a second search with Civil Air Patrol, and Civil Air Patrol came in with the 2 detectives, and they came out here right behind me, drove down to the well site, checked the area. They also had a fixed-wing aircraft that was flying over the area, and they came back on both of those searches empty. They didn't find any remains. They didn't find any skulls. They didn't find my son's vehicle. They didn't find anything, construction cone. They didn't find anything.
It just doesn't make any sense. Melissa, I know that some reports from either friends or colleagues of Daniel said that he'd been struggling a bit with mental health before he went missing. Do you think that is playing into the decisions that are being made by the police, maybe not to do as an aggressive search as they might have otherwise? Or do you have any sort of feelings with regard to that?
Yes, first of all, no one can speak on Daniel's behalf. No one knows Daniel like we know him.
That's right.
And you cannot speak for someone and say you know a person until you've been around them long enough to say they having a problem. Daniel, the last conversation I had with Daniel was on June the 21st. He called me when I got off work. We talked, and I said, and we always end with, I love you, and we'll talk later. Later on that night, Daniel called me again, and I was sleeping. And Daniel said, hello, Mom. I'm just checking on you. And I want you to know I love you, and we will talk later. And that's what I'm holding on to. If my son was rational enough to call me and tell me that he's checking on me and that he will call and talk to me later, that's what I'm holding on to.
David, I know that you've spent a long time, having driven, I think, 1,800 miles, I think I read, from South Carolina to Arizona to spearhead the search for your son for 3 months now. Do you have any theories at this point? Any thoughts, if you've put all the data together from the private investigator, from the police, and from all the information you've been able to glean, do you have any thoughts about what happened?
Yeah, I've been here since June the 26th. 3 days after my son went missing. And from day one, everything seemed bizarre. And every time I think I'm getting close to understanding what could have happened to my son, I always end up hitting a brick wall, and it's almost like starting every day, starting back over again, trying to understand what's happening. When my son's vehicle was found, it started all over again with the damage, with this clothes lying there, all his things, his phone is inside the vehicle. The vehicle had been driven after been an initial first accident. All the things I've learned that so far still don't bring me close to any answers. I always end up back at the same thing. Again, we end up, me and our family, we end up in the same place again without answers. And the theories, I'm a father, only thing I can have is suspicions. Theories, one thing I do know is that my son loves his family. My son would not abandon his family. My son is not going to join a monastery, as what was actually said to me. So I don't have any theory. I just out here look for my son, hoping that God bless that we get the answer that we need.
Well, we're seeing pictures of your beautiful child, and hopefully that will spur someone who may be watching, who may know something, to call the tip line. So if I can, Melissa and David and Stanley, I'd like to put that tip line up. It's 623. It's in the bottom of your screen there. 623-349-6499. That's for the Buckeye Police Department. There's also a way that you can help if you want to contribute to a fund that's aiding in the search for Daniel. Just go to the GoFundMe site and type in Daniel Robinson. And don't forget, if you think you may have seen something or if you know something, no tip is too small. Please call the Buckeye Police Department. Melissa and David and Stanley, I am wishing you all God's love in the work you're doing to find your child. And I really do hope this does come out in a positive ending for you both. Thank you for being here.